So earlier this year, the Ivanhoe Village Main Street District issued a call to action for restoration and preservation of the holiday sign, and I want to thank so many people that came together on this project. Tom Connery, who is one of the figures up on the roof, who is going to make sure that the holiday lights actually turn on. Richard McCree and Joe Robinson of the Pre General Contractors for generously serving as the project manager. Millennium Electric for the electric expertise. Rob Jarvis of AC Signs for sign fabrication. And of course OUC, who is subsidizing the electrical costs for the 2013 season. I want to thank Commissioner Sheehan, Commissioner Haynes, and certainly Commissioner Stuart for being here tonight, and each of them made generous contributions to the restoration of the sign, and Commissioner Stuart especially, who's the District 3 Commissioner, for taking the lead on this project. And just before I invite Commissioner Stuart to speak, I want to let you know that when we lit the Tower of Light, and we didn't actually relight it, according to Mayor Frederick, who was there with us, when they lit it, or attempted to light it in 1981, it never lit properly. So we were actually lighting it for the first time. And we have the ability to light it or direct it, communicate with it off an iPad. And it was my iPad. And we tested it out about 8 different times during the day. And then we didn't realize that the TV guys' signals would interfere with the signals that were coming from the iPad to the router. So I got up there, took the iPad, and ready for this technology? Nothing. Tried it again, nothing. So I just had to use my voice and say, Heather, can you run in City Hall and have them turn that on? So we're probably going to use a technology somewhat like that, but we have a switch here, and I'm sure that that switch is going to work as long as Tom Connery's iPhone works upstairs and he can hear that Tom turned this on. But at this point, Commissioner Stuart was really the catalyst for making sure that this got done. He has the lion's share of the funding out of his district commission funds and has made sure that we're able to light this sign up so that people in Ivanhoe can see happy holidays as they come into the city of Orlando. So I'd like to call on District 3 Commissioner Robert Stuart.
Thank you, Mayor. If we pause long enough, we'll hear the train go through. It'll be maybe the last time we'll actually hear it together when the new Sunrail starts. We won't hear quite so many trains coming through. That'd be great. Let me just share a couple of things. Let me say, first of all, thank you for being here. I will tell you that the project, sing it to The other day we did this great event over at the Red Tail Pilots, and the guy that was supposed to fly over flew over about 6 minutes too late, right in the middle of my comments. So I'm talking to everybody, and everybody's looking up at this great P-51. You can't fight against that. But let me just kind of share with you just a moment, a little bit of nostalgia. If you could throw an arrow right through there, you'd be at the house that I grew up in. So every time I grew up, every time I got to the lake, I would look up and be able to see this literally across the lake and know that the holiday season was starting. So even as a child, I knew that Santa Claus was on the way, and as an older, I knew that I was now becoming Santa Claus. So it is a great chance for us to kind of put this back together, and I had the opportunity to be part of that. I appreciate what Scotty has done in terms of getting the ball rolling. Thank you, Scotty. And the mayor's right, it is true. What we decided to do was take money out of our capital improvement funds, and I asked each of the commissioners and everyone without hesitation said, yes, I'll be glad to do that. And so this is really a joint project funded out of this capital improvement, which is exactly what capital improvement ought to be used for, in my opinion. And to go one step further, to give you a little bit of history, we think it came on sometime in the mid-50s. We think it went out about the mid-80s. We don't quite know when. We know in 1992 they relit it, and then about 3 years later it wasn't lit anymore. And a lot of that has to do with the maintenance and the upkeep of it. So we got Ivanhoe Village to agree that they would raise some money to be able to have the upkeep and the maintenance to continue to go on. So we're investing the capital here and partnering with Ivanhoe Village to be able to accomplish that task. So I appreciate Ivanhoe Village, and I'll share a little bit more about that in just a couple of minutes. Let me also say a couple of things about this. One of the things I shared today over at Rosemont Community Center is it's not by accident that the holiday season starts with Thanksgiving. At least I don't think it is. It's a chance for us to express our gratitude and express our thanks to everybody who were involved. And so I want to take time to thank a couple of people here who made this happen. So as the mayor mentioned, Tom Connery. Tom, wave Tom. McCree General Contractors who helped us as general contractor. Millennium Electric, AC Signs, and help. Let me tell you something. We rebuilt this thing from the very beginning. We took everything apart and started all over again because it was not only better, it was also cheaper. Paul Meany and Emily Brown, who's been with us today, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And of course, the entire committee that worked on this. And as I mentioned, I want to thank our fellow commissioners. Without hesitation, they stepped up and said, "This is my con that we need to start over and to get back out again." The most important part here is to thank y'all. These are few icons that we have in our city. We get a chance to restore. We do that because of the generosity of y'all to allow us to accomplish that task. And we get a chance to look here at this and say, let's make our community just a little bit nicer, a little bit more like a community. So this will greet everybody coming in from the north to enjoy Orlando. And when they start working on the road, some of those trees will be gone. You'll see it a little bit easier. But it'll be our way of saying to the world, happy holidays and Merry Christmas. And happy holidays and Happy New Year. Okay, here's the story. All right, here's the story. I got it. Okay. Mayor Hood decided, as you can tell, that when they turned it back on in 1992, they would say happy holidays. When we decided to restore it, we restored it to the last location. And that was what Mayor Hood had, was happy holidays, and we felt that was appropriate in terms of the diversity of our city. And we want to continue that. So thank you all very much for being here. And now, Mayor and Commissioners, are you ready to turn the switch? All right.
All right, can you guys join me? Where do you want to start from? Okay, 100, 99, 5. Tom, are you up there? Is he signaling? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.